Namaste, angels. I'm here to do the daily reading for Monday, May 8th, beginning with the significant events and the year 1660, when the English Parliament declares Charles Stuart to be King Charles II of England. 1835. The first installment of the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales is published by C.A. Reitzel in Copenhagen, Denmark. 1895. China cedes Taiwan to Japan under the Treaty of Shimonoseki, or Seki. I think there's an I at the end. Yes, there is. I'm sorry. Shimonoseki. Shimonoseki. Shimonoseki, rather. 1945. VE Day. World War II ends in Europe after Germany signs an unconditional surrender. 1980. World Health Organization announced smallpox had been eradicated. 2007. A new Northern Ireland executive is formed with Ian Paisley, a Democratic Unionist Party member, as the first minister, and Martin McGuinness, also known as Sinn Féin, SINNFEIN, as deputy first minister. Did you know Jacob's Pharmacy in Atlanta sells the first Coca-Cola? It contained cocaine. This happened on May 8th in the year 1886. Famous birthdays: Edward Gibbon, Phyllis Wheatley, Harry Truman, Sonny Liston, Peter Benchley, and Bill Cower. Famous weddings: 1783. First American flag seamstress, Betsy Ross, 31, weds John Claypool at Christ Church. 1910. Film producer Samuel Goldwyn, 27, weds his first wife, Blanche Lasky. 1959. Actress Raquel Welch, 18, weds her high school sweetheart, James Welch. 1967. Bye Bye Birdie actress Anne Margaret, 26, weds actor and screenwriter Roger Smith, 34. 1978. Singer Donny Osmond, 20, weds Deborah Glenn, 19, at Salt Lake Temple in Utah. Famous deaths: Kamehameha I and John Stuart Mill. John Stuart Mill was English, a philosopher and a political economist. He's famous because he was an influential contributor to the social theory, and political economy. He has been called the most influential English-speaking philosopher of the 19th century. Mill's conception of liberty justified the freedom of individuals in opposition to unlimited state control. He was a proponent of utilitarianism, an ethical theory developed by Jeremy Bentham, Bentham, or maybe Bentham, hoping to remedy the problems found in an inductive approach to science, such as confirmation bias. He clearly set forth the premises of falsibility as the key component in the scientific method. Mill was also a member of Parliament and an important figure in liberal political philosophy. He was born on May 20th in 1806 and was a Taurus from Pentonville, London, England. He died on May 8th in 1873 at the age of 66 of erysipelas, Erysipelas. Not sure what that is, but apparently it's a disease and it kills you. King Kamehameha I, we learned about the other day. He is was American, the king of Hawaii. He was famous because he was a Hawaiian conqueror who united the Hawaiian Islands and formally established the Kingdom of Hawaii in the year 1810. He looks like an African man. I just have to tell you. He's sitting here with a gray afro in this picture. He was born on May 1st in the year 1738 and was a Taurus from Kohala, Hawaii, USA. He died on May 8th, which is 13 or 4 or 11, in the year 1819, which is 19. It's like 13 and 19, like mother and father. In the year, at the age of 81. Going back up to the birthdays. Bill Cower is 59 years old. He's American and an NFL head coach. In 15 seasons as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, he led the team to 8 division titles and 10 playoff appearances, which resulted in 2 Super Bowl appearances and 1 victory. He is the second coach in NFL history to reach the playoffs in each of his first 6 seasons as head coach. He is currently a studio analyst for the NFL Today. He was born on May 8th in 1957 and is 59 years old, a Taurus from Crafton, Pennsylvania, USA. Peter Benchley is American and a novelist. He was the novelist of the book Jaws, or story, screenplay, I guess, Jaws. Best known for his novel Jaws and its subsequent film adaptation he co-wrote. He was born on May 8th in 1940 and was a Taurus from New York City, New York, USA. He died on February 11th in the year 2006 at the age of 65. Cause of death was pulmonary fibrosis. February 11th I was looking at is 11/11. You know how my mind works. Sonny Liston was American and a boxer, a world heavyweight champion, known for his toughness, punching power, and intimidating appearance. He became world heavyweight champion in 1962, but failed to live up to his fearsome reputation when he lost the title in 1964 to a 7-1 underdog, Muhammad Ali. He was born on May 8th in the year 1932 and was a Taurus from Sandslaw, Arkansas, USA. He died on December 30th in 1970 at the age of 38 of heart failure. Speaking of that, a young man, 37-year-old Olympian, they found him dead in his sleep or in his bed today. I guess he was one of those white buffalo cards. Harry Truman was American and the 33rd president of the United States. A Democratic president, he had been vice president prior, as well as senator from Missouri. His presidential term went from April 12, 1945 through January 20th, 1953. He was preceded by Franklin D. Roosevelt and succeeded by Dwight D. Eisenhower. He is famous because he succeeded as U.S. president on the death of FDR and made the decision to drop the atomic bombs on Japan. He was born on May 8th in 1884 and was a Taurus from Lamar, Missouri, USA. He died on December 26th in the year 1972 at the age of 88. Phyllis Wheatley was American and a poet. Phyllis Wheatley was both the second published African American poet and the first published African American woman. The publication of her poems, entitled Poems on Various Subjects, Religious and Moral, in the year 1773, brought her fame both in England and the American colonies, leading to historical figures such as George Washington praising her work. She was born on May 8th in 1753, which is 5888, and was a Taurus from West Africa. She died on December 5th in 1784 at the age of only 31. And lastly, Edward Gibbon was English and a historian. He's considered the English giant of the Enlightenment. Edward Gibbon is best known for writing, quote unquote, the history of the decline and fall of the Roman Empire. The 6-volume series published between 1776 and 1788, which is 888, is known for the quality and irony of its prose, its use of primary sources, and its open criticism of organized religion. He was a member of Parliament. He was born on May 8th in the year 1737 and was a Taurus, which is also 588, by the way. He was a Taurus from Putney, England. He died on January 16th in the year 1794 at the age of 56. of periodontitis. Wait. Yeah. Which is gum disease, I believe. I guess that could kill you, especially in those days. Okay. Ooh. Going to the dice, we're beginning with sex. And no, I always luck out that way and find the no after the sex, thank goodness. And buy shoes. Spirit says spend money. Try again. The first you didn't succeed. Try again. And stay in bed. So don't necessarily try to get up out of the bed. Spirit says email. Going to the cards, we're beginning with the Seven of Air. This can be about distrust in relationships, romantic and otherwise, friendship, work. There was some evidence of that in some of the other readings I did for this week. This can also be about the joy stealers, plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, and poor timing. Opening 2. The Page of Fire, who's outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Seven of Air back. Opening to the Ten of Water. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. And you have trustworthy relationships. There's something going on this week involving children, though. Some of the children. And it will be a tower. Whatever it is. The Seven of Air is back. And maybe it has something to do with the Joy Thieves. Knight of Fire is passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. He's also an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Seven of Air back. Opening to the Nine of Air. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. Seven of Air back. And the Six of Fire. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Seven of Air. I'll go one more. It's the Ten of Earth. A very happy family life. Financial security and finding magic in the little things in life. Now that to the top. Three of Fire. Abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time and make long-term plans. The first two cards I opened to were the Two of Swords, which for me is typically a decision between two people, opposite the Three of Fire. And I said somebody's deciding whether or not to cut off, the quote-unquote karmic soulmate. And this could be a sign of that too, this Six of Water, or this could be further evidence of a situation going on with children, as I said. Or it may be here about these, divine unions, these other soulmate relationships, soul connections, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, and romanticizing the past. But I do feel something with children. I did see something with children in the weekly general reading. And these water cards that I relate to children keep popping up. Like the Ace, the 6, the 10. For others, where there's no children involved, it can be family. Something involving family that is sort of earth-shattering for you. Not necessarily in a bad way. For some, it can be good. I was just talking via inbox to one of my clients, and he said that he and his partner, or his partner, had the kind of difficulty I've been talking about with family, and they had actually kicked him out of the home, and so now he's moved in with the boyfriend, which is basically a tower that works out for you, and you move in together. All the things we've been seeing and talking about. The masculine here is release, Scorpio, or death in the traditional tarot. The end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation. It's time to move on. Surrounded by the Eight of Fire, events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over and many things are happening at once. One of my favorite cards in the masculine subconscious, the Six of Earth. Gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, and receiving a loan or paying off debts. Feminine, the Four of Air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Maybe like the Two of Air that I saw. You guys didn't see it, but I saw it. Meditation may provide answers. So, oh, yep, it looks like it is the feminine who is, in fact, the one that's bound, or has something to think on. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. This makes perfect sense with the Two of Air opposite the Three of Fire. It's a party of three, and we feel bound to it, perhaps because we're actually legally married. That's a possibility, or committed in some other way. Maybe because we have children together, we feel stuck. And there's a need to have a decision. Are you leaving feminine or not? The retrogrades, the Scorpio full moon, all guide you to do so at this time, if that's where you don't belong. There really isn't much thinking on it to do. It's kind of like a yes or no at this point. Because it's all about this at the end of the day. Your peace and contentment and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So this is what you're thinking about and what you're trying to get, I guess. Crowning. Here's that Two of Air. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there's no problem. Yep, that's not going to work. At the root, it's the Page of Earth, who's scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful, and sits here next to the Six of Earth. This is definitely money coming the way of each, it appears here, both, and maybe can help the feminine with her decision. This may be a factor in that decision, being afraid to sort of be on her own. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, like perhaps leave your current situation, or maybe even a new area of study, like leaving your situation. It's a lesson, new area of study. At the heart of the matter, the Chariot, moving on, and also victory. And for others who are not part of this situation, it can have something to do with transportation, traveling, movement, moving into a new place, or in a metaphorical sense, moving on, moving up, all those kind of things. Promotion. This is a card of victory, though. Also represents more water. It's here crossing release or death, which is Scorpio, and this one is Cancer. Both can represent either or any of the water signs, though. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Next card is upside down. Here I'm beginning with finances and career. And again, I think that for a good bit, this feeling of being bound has something to whatever it is, or whomever it is, or wherever it is, has something to do with finances and career. But this is what, of course, we all want. This is what everybody wants. So, it's understandable. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. But all of that turning around if you have the faith to get out of the self-imposed prison and go ahead and make the decision. The decision crosses the feeling of being trapped. It's like the truth will set you free, basically. Opening to this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. This could be the one. And separation. Time apart from the partner is on the horizon. This could be the one. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Masculine has a decision to make too, and it seems like a positive one, maybe with regard to moving. For some, it is with regard to letting go of something, the end of a situation, the end of a phase, maybe the end of a relationship as well. But here with the Eight of Fire, which is all about positive communication, positive moving forward, movement, where something may have been stagnant, a stalemate, it's finally, taken off. And then this is unconditional love in whatever form it comes and from whoever it comes, even if it's a stranger that, pays it forward and you reap the benefits of it. This whole column is positive. This could be the one that's back. Opening 2. Boom, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. This could be the one. You know what? Let's cut. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. Overall energy is you deserve love. You are lovable with this very Cupid or Sagittarius type card. Here, atop the end of this phase or situation very soon. If you clearly decide, of course, here the Death card, again, sitting next to the Two of Air, indicating the need for a decision. And if you make that decision as to clearly what you want and are firm about that, it will come to you now. Feminine, here atop the Eight of Air. What did I say about the lesson? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Here atop the Two of Air, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So where some of us may have been afraid to move because of this relationship just doesn't make sense even. Spirit guiding you to continue forward. And lastly, because it is a week of change and transformation, I wanted to go to my butterfly cards because they're about change. I think it's called the Change deck or something like that. Change Oracle deck, Doreen Virtue. I'm beginning with Welcome the New. So letting go of the old, welcome the new. Get some rest, and I think put some things to bed, some issues to bed also. Get some rest. And body changes, more about the ascension. Saw that in the Scorpio full moon reading. The DNA changes. Get some rest can be associated to that too for some of us. Open into realizations and epiphanies. Learning. Get some rest back. And you are stronger than you know also came through in the Scorpio full moon reading. Get some rest is back. I'll go one more, and it's emotions. Perhaps that are causing us to become stuck here and not move. And it's funny, it's ironic here. We have this card of being stuck and not moving. It's sitting next to the Chariot, which is about like taking off, being even pushed maybe by spirit. Pushed right into the driver's seat. Get some rest back. I'm going to cut. Adult children. Some of us have, in some cases, we're the adult children, first of all. Let me get that out of the way. And I guess like similar to the story that I began with the young man that had been removed or kicked out of his family's home, his mother's home, father's home, or the two of them, whatever it was. He was the adult child in that case. Some of us, maybe not even living in a situation like that, but we are still sort of being run around by other people. Maybe it's not even our parents. It could be somebody else who we've allowed to become like an authority over us. And, they're bossy and they're overly aggressive, and it's in an unattractive way. Like when Aries or Leo energy goes left. It's that. And for the rest of us, or, some of us, we have adult children, and maybe we're still in a situation where we are treating them like children, or they seek to be managed or treated like children, and we have to begin to mature on both sides so that we can peacefully and like in the natural course of things and of life begin to go our own ways. That doesn't mean family ceases to speak, or in some cases even to live together. That people are going to have their own situations, but we need to stop mothering or fathering in that kind of way these grown folks, and in other cases, again, allowing people to mother or father us in an unhealthy way too. Spiritual growth is what it's all about for all involved. So again, this involves children, and in some cases, it's grown children, and it's us, or it's our grown children, or in some cases, both. Some of us have some of each going on. When I picked that up, also upright is renewal or judgment, which again is about where it comes to relationships, that make or break moment in a relationship, or you have to decide what is it that we're doing. Review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts. It's time to move in a new direction. Notice we're doing that here. This chariot is moving away from this funky situation that's here. The butterflies say to the masculine, join in. Maybe this is willful participation in whatever the situation is. But for some, it's an actual move in. This is a proposal from the feminine of some sort. Get moving on something with me. And perhaps, in the most literal sense. Feminine. Healthcare change. Could be love under new management. For some. Again, easing out of one situation and into another. For others, this has to do with us moving toward a more holistic approach to life. Changes of eating habits, maybe more vegetarian, more vegan, definitely drinking more water, getting that rest that I talk about. And that's because we're learning how to manage ascension life, basically. Masculine, the page of fire, who's outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous. You're getting an opportunity. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. This, for some of you, is going to be a job or an opportunity where you don't even have to do much. In some cases, this is pretty much going to be free money of some sort, or free something valuable to you, even if it's the person's energy or time. If it's something, let's say, an IT guy comes over and fixes your computer for free. That's something that is of value. It would have cost you X amount of dollars. You just had it done, and he doesn't want anything back. And he's just, okay, take care. I'm out. That was simple for me. or the cable guy comes and does something. Next thing you know, you have all the channels. It's free. This is a free opportunity here, for most, for many, and it comes very quickly. With this ace, with this 8 of fire, and here it says very soon. So if you look at it all together, you're getting some sort of unconditional love this week, masculine, or this day actually. Feminine, the ace of air. I talked about the truth setting you free. This is true for your behind, as they say. Brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation and a challenging beginning. This is also another card of victory here, joining the chariot. So it's like, you can do this. You can handle your business like a big girl, like we saw in the weekly. Masculine, children. Your love life is being affected by children. So it's like one way or another. They don't have to be yours. They can be the feminines. It can be this situation. It still affects your love life. Or you may have your own situation going on. Or both of you may. And maybe that's why both have potentially a decision to make. Whatever the case is, just be aware that children do come into play on this day. And feminine, wedding. This situation involves marriage. Some of us actually contemplating that too. That may be the decision. There's a 2 of air under here, and there's a need to make a decision here too. And there was a need to make a decision here too. It may be to enter, a higher 3D commitment, potentially even marriage. I hope that you guys enjoy the daily reading. Namaste, angels.